It's the most wonderful time of the year. The holiday season has officially ushered itself in. Wreaths of lush green pine and red boughs hang from the front doors of neighbors' houses. Candles are lit. Frenzied crowds of parents vie to pick up that last coveted toy on the gift list, and families, in excited anticipation, eagerly await the happy reunion of sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, and grandparents. Yes, the holidays are on the horizon, and they bring with them the age-old and beloved traditions of tree decorating, caroling, hanging a stocking for Santa, and most of all, candles and lights that cheer us as we reach the shortest days and the longest nights of the year. In the darkness of December, more than anything, we crave light and its promise that the sun will return with the spring. Our ancient ancestors throughout the world based many traditions on the winter solstice, but in modern America, Christmas receives the most attention. But just how age-old are our Christmas traditions, and how were many of them influenced and preserved by women? Christmas, as we know it, did not always exist. In fact, our Puritan foremothers and fathers considered Christmas so sacred a holiday that any joyous expression of December 25th in song, decoration, and merriment diminished it. And in 1659, the General Court of Massachusetts issued an edict rendering any observance of Christmas, other than church-going, of course, a punishable offense. People during this time were fined for hanging decorations. The band existed for 2 decades, and it wasn't until the 19th century that this austere attitude towards Christmas was replaced with a more festive one. Victoria became monarch of the British Empire in 1837 and reigned until 1901, and during that time had much influence on America's domestic scene. Popular magazines often featured articles on the latest dresses and fashions espoused by Victoria and her daughters. Her popularization of Christmas began in 1846, when she and her German husband, Prince Albert, were sketched with their children standing around a large decorated Christmas tree in the illustrated London News. Christmas tree decorating was a German tradition, and Queen Victoria exported it to the English-speaking world. The famous illustration of Christmas tree at Windsor Castle became an instant phenomenon and was printed in Godey's Lady's Book for the American market. The tradition of Christmas tree decorating became increasingly popular in the 1800s. Most decorations were homemade, and it was women who were largely responsible for making them. Chains of colorful paper were popular on trees, as well as strings of popcorn and cranberries. From handcrafting ornaments and sewing Christmas stockings to hang from the mantels, to making fresh eggnog and warm Christmas cookies, women were the ones who preserved traditions and brought joy to Christmas. Celebrations gained more popularity because of the Civil War, especially in the North. The sentimental values of family, goodwill, and peace were especially welcomed in a time of death and loss. The Christmas depicted in Louisa May Alcott's Little Women, for example, showed the emotional strength of a mother who created a happy day for her children despite her worry over a husband gone to war. Christmas is a holiday that women world over have influenced, even from before Queen Victoria and Louisa May Alcott. Much more than our forefathers, our foremothers created the fond Christmas memories that live on in our hearts and minds. Let this holiday season be one in which we also celebrate the many women who, throughout our country's history and our own histories, have helped to preserve the spirit of this very special time of year. A very happy holidays to all from the National Women's